Oh Jesus! I forgot to put on the hold on, chat. Give me a minute. I'll be working on this real fast. Okay, there we go. How's it? Okay, hold on. How's it, everybody? Welcome into the Paper Plane Inn. I'm Mikata Niue, and thank you guys for waiting for me to come back live. It is so good to actually see you guys here today. Did you guys eat well? Did you guys rest well? Did you guys have a good day at work? If not, I hope that today's stream will make your day a bit more brighter and better. Or if you could just sit back and relax and enjoy the stream. But how is everyone doing today? I am doing alright. Today is starting to get really cold, if you will. Like, today is the first time I'm actually seeing weather that's ranging in the 60s, and oh boy, I had to bust out my bathrobe for this in order to keep warm. But how is everyone doing today? And cause yeah, today is the day we're actually gonna get back into doing some work and doing something that we haven't done in a while: character design streams. I know that for those who are new into the Paper Plane Inn, I actually do art streams, and some of them are ranging from character design streams, and some of them are ranging to commission streams. But doing character design streams is basically one of my favorite parts to doing into my job as a streamer. Aside from playing some assorted games that actually makes me a happy Mickey. But yeah, I am actually looking forward to doing this today. And Hollow Whirlwind, hi, welcome back. It's good to see you again. But yeah, I am looking forward to doing this again with you guys, and this is something I've been wanting to do since he finally came back to my life, and I basically adopted him in and there from the controversy. I am not gonna say his name, at least his proper name, anymore. From this point out, I'm only going to refer to him like how I used to in the past, because fuck him, and fuck him for all I care. His name, we're gonna refer to him as Alabaster. And oh, Masky, hi! I am at the clinic and I'm excited to see how the design would look. Oh, thank you. Doing well, finally. Decided my third Prime Warframe is Garuda Prime. Oh, that's great! And Melanie, welcome back. It's good to see you again. But yeah, I am actually looking forward to doing this stream with you guys. I know you had a feeling that, why there's a change in the music compared to how it was when we normally run this thing, and you might be correct, because today's stream we are actually going to get to work on doing, well, Fergus's new design, because I think it would make a lot more sense to actually make a stream where we actually dedicate and making his new look, mind you. And you know what? I am actually looking forward to this too. So how about we actually get to the podium and we can actually get ourselves ready to work, shall we? Fergus's future. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yes. It's not just for his normal design, how it actually does for D&D, if you will. Originally, I was supposed to give him 2 new designs, but the second one was not ready, so we'll have to work on the first one, if you will. Yeah, take that as a great assault. I am so sorry. But yes, I'm sure that you all are aware of Fergus's new previous look. One which we're going to be which we're going to actually revamp, because he's now that he is adopted by me, I figured that it would make a lot more sense to actually change his look for the better, if you will. Because some of you are very well aware that this is how he officially looks like. And I decided to say, no, honey, I love this design, but I think it needs to go. And we're going to actually do that right about now. So, how about we actually, so it took me a lot of conceptualizing to figure out how am I gonna get this thing to work. Because I'm not credit where credit's due. I do like the priest aesthetic that he has been working on this. So there is one element that is going to stay. However, the theatrical masks are basically the ones that has to go, as they're going to be changed into something else. And if you're excited to see, and I am excited about this one too. So, how about we actually get to work on those? And, hold on a second. That volume is a little low. Golem, crank that up to 50%. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so, without further ado, we're gonna get to work, opening Fergus's, sketch that I've made for this stream. And here we go. It's a lot. I made his design a little bit. It may look normalish for now, but that's because Dave. Hi.
Yeah, I saw you were streaming.
Wait a minute. Isn't it like 11 in the evening over there?
Only 10. Daylight savings isn't the thing here.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I had a little bit of time to kill, so I wanted to just check in.
You sounded like you sound like death warmed over. Are you gonna be okay?
Oh, that's just me keeping my voice down because I don't want to disturb anybody. I mean, I've got a bit of a dry throat spell, but other than that, I'm fine.
Well, okay. God, I hope that you're gonna be okay, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am explaining to chat on Fergus's new design, as he is now gonna, gone is the day where he was once upon a time referred to as, Fergus Forgerus. God, I hate that name that surname. What a bad fucking I know that he wants to go for the Pokemon motif where there are puns galore in each name as, some wordplay if you're there. But, this is one of those cases where it does not hit the well for me. So, I decided to actually just say the proverbial fuck that and actually go at... Yes, you heard me right, Arcady. Fergus Forgerus. Don't believe me? Here is how it's, here is what Alabaster once upon here's what Alabaster once upon a time wrote as his name. That is what it that is how it's actually written. That is how it's actually written, and I am not a huge fan of it. And I just realized that the door to my office is open, and I'm closing that because I don't want Joe to come here. But yes, I am not a huge fan of that surname, and it's kind of like one of those names that does not age well as time kind of passes. So I decided to do the proverbial research brain, crank into my noggin real hard on what actually suits well for him. And let me tell you, searching for the right last name was absolutely hard. Real hard. Like, oh my god, I had to scour the internet trying to figure out which would actually suit the bill, and none of them actually kind of rang up during the early days of that research. I had to go as far as to actually think of naming conventions, name themes, and also names that have symbolism, if you will. It then actually devolved to that of how I usually do when it comes to I then go back to the formula on how I actually do when it comes to naming conventions on how I do with my characters, using plants and mythological figures in order to help me figure out what his surname would actually be. And after some level of head-banging headaches that I had to go through in order to get his name right, it was then I actually decided to go for something a little bit simpler. So it wasn't I actually stumbled upon if I actually decided one day like what if I just go for color conventions, if you will. And so I did. And it took some level of prodding and timing until I found one that actually spoke to me. Surnames that actually has the word black on it. And you'd be surprised how many surnames out there that has the word black. And it was then that one actually, well, two actually stood out to me. Blackwood and Blackthorn. It wasn't until I actually did more research onto Blackthorn that it actually has a whole lot of material about it, that the more I read about it, the more I realize, oh yeah, this really does suit the bill. Because, let me just bust out my notes real fast about this. Research notes, there we go. Blackthorns, Blackthorns, as in the tree slash shrub itself, has a bit of a dual meaning behind it. It's a wintry tree where its flowers bloom early at the spring, and its fruits, the slow berries, actually are produced during the fall. It actually has symbolisms, which is protection and revenge, healing, strength, overcoming adversity. However, it's also associated with bad luck, witchcraft, strife, winter, and death. And it also represents trickery too. If that is not the proper name that actually suits well for him, and as well as if that does not suit him, I don't know what is. In fact, I actually asked the people in chat on. I even asked the people in the Paper Plane Inn during the character concepting phase, which actually sounds a lot better to them, since I went going as far as to change his surname, Blackthorn or Blackwood, and a good chunk of the party actually did say that Blackthorn does sound better. Let me take a gander over here real fast. Oh, that's a nice care package. Let me take care of this real fast so I can. Okay, that's my hydrate. That's my stretch. And might as well do this. At least it's just that. Oh god, at least it's just that. But yes, so a good chunk of the party of the Paper Plate Inn. Well, I say that, but it's like up to 7 votes. They all say that Blackthorn is much better sounding than Blackwood. But what do you think, chat? What do you think it sounds better, Blackthorn or Blackwood? Let's see. You were feeling like a gremlin? Of course. I mean, I'm not surprised. Oh, even you say that Blackthorn is I'm not surprised at that one. Of course you would, Boy Splatty. But then again, I'm not surprised. Okay, we got a couple of people also say that Blackthorn is much easier sounding. Let's see. So yeah, I am maybe just until now. Maybe that is how it's going to be. That gone is the day that his previous surname, and now he's christened with a new surname, which is Blackthorn. And I'm actually glad that there's some people who also share the same sentiment. Maybe I think when it comes to character designing, if you will. Ow! What I'm trying to say. Hey! Ow! Hey! Afton! Don't make me come over there! is that when it comes to character creation, if you want to actually come up with a name, maybe it is for the better you actually say that name out loud and see how well it sounds. Because sometimes your choice of what you had in mind for that character may or may not stick because of how, at the end of the day, it's how you say out loud that's how it sounds. Because it's so easy to give them cool names, but you gotta figure. But when you have to call them out loud, that is what makes and breaks. Hello, Afton. I'm not surprised you're trying to act like a little shit today.
Why do you think I'm acting like a bit of a shit?
Because you want to lose your your free drink privileges.
Wait, we get those?
Like in the first one free drink in the first hour when I open the inn.
First, I actually did not know that. No one has ever told us that.
Or was it one free refill for the first hour of the inn? It's been a while. It's been.
But how have you been? It's been quite a bit.
I'm doing alright. I'm currently designing Fergus's new look because, as much as I want to go for his old hairstyle, though, I think this one, how I designed him, is much better, I think, in my opinion. Or it helps makes him, fresh and clean from his older look. And I'm sorry, Afton, but someone is asking you to go into the jar.
I know, I have done the crime, so I'll do my time.
There you go. And
Also?
yes?
Oh my... Someone said it's my home now, basically. That is just my home. It is not my home!
I mean, he has his own room in the inn, but yeah.
I mean, at the moment, like, let's just say this week has already been embarrassing and humiliating as enough.
What did you do?
Now, have you not seen the art room recently?
I mean, I was so busy trying to fix up Fergus's new look, as well as trying to figure out how his armor would be like. So, not really. Oh, thanks for the bits!
You might want to take a look.
Later. I will do that later,
Yeah,
but thank you, though. And you're getting... salt!
Yeah, that's salting the venison. But it's also just due to the fact that people have been talking to me, and they now want the idea of what an awkward teenage Afton would look like.
I mean... No beard. I have a feeling it's something akin of a less of a beard and oh, more bits! Thank you! And oh gods. He is now filled. He is now filled. He's up to his eyebrows worth of salt. I think that should be enough to actually bail him out.
I feel like this is just a way to walk.
There you go, you're free.
Okay, fair enough. But, to said idea, they actually did not think of a beardless Afton. They thought of him with antler velvet instead of acne.
What?
I think I have an idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, in some species of deer, instead of like getting like the normal bone, they develop like this skin or tissue which is very soft.
How am I supposed to respond to that?
That's just velvet.
Also, hello.
Hey, Shads.
Hi, Shads. What's good? Rough day?
Well, I'm hosting an event channel. You probably already know what's up, but...
Oh, right. Yeah. I honestly do not blame you.
I also noticed Turk actually responded to him, and he's responded with more bullshit. Surprising.
And it goes on and on and on and on.
How old does this? You know what? I'm not gonna bring it here in the end. At least not live. I am because I am currently trying to draw this big boy, and and I intend to deliver and try to make sure that he is about done. Yeah, yep.
But of course.
I offer you a pick-me-up in pets and animals. There are two orange idiot children that I have been playing with for the past few days.
I mean, Scout looks really, really cute.
Wait, where's
Yes.
Scout?
Scout is the one with the orange. Is the orange with white socks.
Mhm.
Aww. I see them just. Oh. They're trying to untie your shoelace. Aww.
She's
Adorable.
She's running her. Bye, Splatty. I'm not surprised. Well, to be fair, this hairstyle that I actually designed with Fergus is kind of based on how I actually designed him for Baldur's Gate 3. I'll bet that one hairstyle that I made for him is actually flipped to have the parting and the left side. Yeah, because because I had a feeling that's how he usually has it, you know? Even when it comes to Hero Forge, yeah, it also has a same similar hairstyle. So yeah, okay. You're the one that says that you will have him as your Dark Urge run for Baldur's Gate. Well, yeah, but he's, but I'm gonna go for something in the leagues of a Redemption Dirge run for that.
Either way, it's still Dirt Bulge.
He said it, not me.
You know what? Yeah, that is fair. I walked right into that one, just like
And then you-
I walked into a room. I walked through a door, but I got smacked in the face by cling wrap. Yep.
I saw the opportunity. I had to.
I just hope the next time I do get to play Baldur's Gate, I want to be more educated on how to actually romance well. Okay, at least for the
like-
Violet run. I
You
know
like
what.
shut people.
Available.
At least, but I know that when it comes to Shard's route, that's gonna be safer when I go for the Fergus run because reasons.
I wonder why. I think we all know why.
Look, if
Let's
she's not the
work together.
closest thing that actually is Ness, I don't know what is. Okay, so yeah, I was gonna depict drawing Fergus with his armor, but that thing was not ready. I actually got this sketch finished since last night, but yeah, the armor will have to wait another day or at least until I'm able. So until then, we're just gonna have to work on Fergus in a default looking state, because
Which is fair.
I will give credit again. I'm gonna say this until the cows come home, but I actually credit where credit's due when it comes to Alabaster. I actually did like how he actually depicted the priest-like aesthetic onto his design, because how often do you see clerics depicted as that? So that element kind of stays, but certain elements are basically redone to something else, because if we want to try our best to get away from the original where we could, well, I'm gonna see where where I'm able, you know?
Yeah.
This does bring up the interesting question on how his, how is his armor going to look like? Like, is he gonna have it like in specific parts of his cloak,
Well,
or is he gonna have it? Or does it have like more chainmail?
I am also trying to figure out how to make that thing work as well, because I will reveal this right now. He actually has. I see him that he's the type that actually has cast off armor, just like I am, if you will. Where he can easily don on and off armor, thanks to something that he has on his person. Because why not? Why not? Instantly getting armor on in a magical / arcane sense still is really really good. Still is a really really good trope. Let's see.
Ew.
Oh, Dom! Hi! What's good?
Hey there.
Dom?
Just taking a break from gaming right now to make myself some lunch.
That's fair. I'm currently doing Fergus's new look. His armor is not ready. I got the sketch done since last night, so that armor will have to be done another time. Right now we're doing a default state, if you will.
I mean, you did show me it last night, and his common clothes look really nice.
One that he, I mean, sure, he looks like your average priest, but I ain't no average priest. Nope, not in a sense. In fact, I also have another alternative version for Fergus that I actually, wanted to actually do as an alt. Mainly because it's for the sake of an original story that I have been cooking since I finally got him adopted. I mean, would you guys like to listen to that, or?
I wouldn't mind.
Okay, this story concept is something, that is not completely ironed out yet, but the basic gist of it is, it's some sort of a fantasy-esque story, if you will. Unsure if it'll make, if I should make it low or high fantasy, but the basic gist of the plot is that, a significant city has been under attack, has been going through okay, hold on, let me actually go back to story concept. There is a trouble that has been stirred in this city, where the growing cases of disappearance and death is slowly causing the people to fear for their lives. A woman named Anissa Fallborn, whose life has been dealt with unfair hands, has a fateful encounter with a new priest who move into town to help with the church, Fergus Blackthorn. A dangerous encounter has forced the two to actually reveal who they are to each other. As a result, they must rely on each other for the sake of survival of the threat that would drain the town dry of its life. Perhaps through this, blood is not the only ties that bind the two together. This story idea is I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's a vampire story, but I'm taking a different spin on when it comes to the vampire tropes, if you will. That vampires are the result of fey magic that has gone really, really wrong. Cause a fey court was dabbling onto the idea on trying to actually see what is life like after death. However, upon doing this, it unleashed a very powerful curse that killed off its entire court, only for them to actually be brought back to the dead as vampires in a sense. So this actually caused this reawakening caused a frenzy that actually threatened the lives of Fae and humans, and as a result, lots of Fae went into hiding because of their ties to the vampires and how humans mistaken them for vampires. And eventually, after the church and the Inquisition managed to drive some of them back, there has been a level of peace until the threat suddenly came and made itself known into that particular city. So, yeah. I decided to do something a little bit different when it comes to the vampire tropes. And combine a little bit of Fae weakness and vampire weakness into one. Because I know when it comes to media that they actually depict vampires to actually have a weakness when it comes to crucifixes. But what about, well, how about we actually take that kind of weakness and say that the holy symbols are actually made out of cold iron in a sense.
Cold iron.
Cold iron or
But-
blessed iron, it still actually hurts the vampires in a sense.
Yeah, like. Wait, yeah, iron crosses do actually affect them. Although, wouldn't it also be would silver also work on them too?
I know that's mainly a werewolf kind of weakness. I'm
Huh.
still working on that.
I think some
wait, no.
fantasies,
Yeah, I
some
was wondering
fantasies, yeah, some fantasy stories do have blessed silver to be a weakness. Because don't forget, some olden mirrors had silver in them, which is why they couldn't see the reflections inside of it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that bit. Vampires are also weak to silver. Okay, maybe I should also depict that maybe I should also depict that as one of the weaknesses that vampires, especially Fey vampires, are also weak to. More, actually, yeah. Humanoid vampires, they are actually weak to yeah, okay. I'm still trying to iron this thing out, but I'm actually grateful.
Take your time on that because
It's all good.
the idea of vampires being a Fey origin is quite an interesting concept because the Fey themselves are already responsible for quite a few myths, such as changelings. And given the place that it's essentially a place of constant emotion, like the Feywilds, it would be natural for the emotional fears of death to manifest in such a way.
I want to say that could also work, but also depends. Like, are you keeping Fergus the same type of cleric he was before? Or are you changing that?
I am slightly changing that because in that story rendition of Fergus, where is it? No, that's his armor. I am actually depicting Fergus more or less. Okay, there's that head. This, if you will. He was actually a human man. In fact, once upon a time, decades prior to this to the story start, he was actually a talented actor. Where one day he and his acting troupe were actually under attack by a vampire troll that actually decimated his entire troupe, but actually left Fergus alive because he actually took a level of interest with this man, going as far to actually spilling some of his blood to see how well he can actually torture him. And it was actually horrendous of a transformation because Fergus felt the immeasurable amount of pain coursing through him. Vampire blood, especially when it comes to human bodies, react differently compared to how they were with Fey bodies, because it would actually kill them or it will turn them into vampires. However, if the human is alive, there's a phenomenon where they actually turn into Dampirs, or in this case, manufactured Dampirs. And Dampirs that are manufactured would undergo a transformation, especially if one that's rendered it permanent. In Fergus's case, because the sire was that of a troll on itself, his body is permanently changed to that of a larger proportion. No longer was he once 5'11", he now turned into this of a 7-foot large man.
Wolf.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah, because that's another thing. Like some depictions I've seen had either them like the transformation be instantaneous or over time without much change, or it could be excruciating because to inject someone with like whatever makes someone a vampire through their bloodstream, it would be something like a burning sensation if the transformation was either that intense or very painful, and the after effects of like either just regular humanoid or in some cases I've seen become like werewolf, like where they're half bat, half humanoid.
Exactly. And I'm not going to be shy when it comes to how I describe this level of pain that he had to go through. We are talking in the leagues of sharp, hot, burning pain that's coursing through his body, bones expanding, muscles expanding and growing to make up for the growth, and bones popping to actually bones popping and rearranging themselves to actually make to match the height that how far the blood actually goes through.
Kind of like how you did your depiction of your Verdun character going through, as you quote, second puberty.
Yeah. And I'm not shy with that either. I was actually in my chair, smiling like a man, smiling contentedly while everyone was freaking the fuck out. It's funny in my position.
I mean, who wouldn't be, given the fact that possibly a party member who you've known for a good amount of time starts basically scrolling about in so much pain? It's like you would be worried and scared for them.
If you want, Miki, I could spout around for some references that you could for the scene you had with Fergus or whatever other character you have for that description, if you ever wanted to put that picture and not just like written words.
Sure, I think I wouldn't mind that.
I
think,
I can link them to you later on today.
All right, yes, Dave.
I am getting Trial of the Grasses vibes here.
Are you gonna be okay?
No, I'm saying that's Trial of the Grasses is the name of the mutative surgery that witches undergo when they're transformed.
Oh, okay. If Mickey's a buff but scary man, why is it that chat knows me by now and my thirst is that apparent?
Your first is essentially you're like
surprised?
everyone thick.
Is it
So,
as
Extra thick!
is it as bright and shining as the beacon from Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
As bright as the holy hand grenade.
Oh.
So, are you gonna have Fergus start off as like thin and twig-like?
I am on the fence of how am I gonna make that thing kind of work.
Because if you do, oh boy, this before and after is gonna be, quite a whiplash.
It would be one hell of a whiplash. One that I'm not really prepared to.
Although, in all honesty, Twink Fergus sounds incredibly interesting as a concept.
I don't know how to properly feel about that when that day comes. But yes.
Consider it a compliment.
Well, that also means he's gonna get big down there, hence the term.
Oh.
God damn it.
I mean, you kind of walked right into that one with that description.
Yeah, that is actually kind of...
I gotta be honest. Fellas, I can predict what's going through Mickey's head right now. Wait, and last off.
Why am I... what am I gonna do with all of you?
What if she's also thinking about if the furballs were...
Shut!
We're having a field day, aren't we?
I mean,
Just a wee bit.
every day is a field day when this kind of topic kind of shows itself, and you guys are not afraid to milk it while all it's worth. Oh God, that sounds wrong in this kind of good. Anyways,
It's a moment in infamy you're never gonna live down.
No.
Yep.
I mean, once upon a time, I challenged Chet. I challenged Chet that if we met the goal, if we meet the sub goal, for the new reading of Powerpuff Girls Dojinshi at the time, I would actually include the bad dragon dog, the fur bulge into my throne. And holy shit, you guys actually delivered. And I hate it when it also happens because I am really poor in insight and underestimating how Bad Dragon actually depicts large.
I'm gonna say this right now. At least you got an anatomically accurate fur bulge.
I don't know if that is an anatomically correct one. I underestimated that. That feels like a Loxodon's dick.
Okay, so just to clarify, you are most fur bulks are approximately like what, 8 feet so tall.
No, they're like 7 to 8 foot tall.
So
Okay.
that thing is like about 2 to 2.5 feet long.
Yeah.
Well, you can say you can use that as a proper reference whenever you do something with him.
I don't know.
Sure.
I think I should have gotten for the medium. I don't know. I should have gotten medium instead, not large.
Really?
Who said Fergus is anything but large?
Oh.
What am I
You
gonna
know, I
do?
remember you saying all
Okay.
this, right,
Yeah, this is essentially all the stuff that you do. Also, like to help you ease away from this topic because clearly it's just we're just giving you a jab after jab after jab. I got good news.
What's that?
My laptop is fixed.
Hey,
Hey.
nice. And I just
Nice.
realized that it's time for us to actually do a roll because Reser Palo Knight says so. Okay.
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 clarification.
One is Dave. 2 is Afton. 3 is Shads. 4 is Dom. 5 I turn into a plushie and I go to the jar. Let me put on the ad time right there because it's ad now. And 6 I have to roll again.
Okay.
Sorry, Dom. You're going into the jar. Any last words?
Furball.
Shit! Ha! He's going down. He's going down.
I regret
You-
nothing.
He's not
Who would
dead.
not?
Oh, what? Is this my
Dom?
life now?
Hey, that's what I asked when that piece happened earlier. But also, for clarification, in text chat 2, that is what the battery looked like before it got replaced.
Battery? Oh, gods! Oh, it's this type of problem. Oh, dear. It's a good thing you changed it.
Oh,
Indeed.
it's been I think I showed the previous image before. It looked like very spicy potato, and now this one is an even spicier potato.
I don't know, often, because it's a good thing you changed that battery, because an expanded laptop battery is not actually a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, it cracked some of the frame.
Oh,
I mean, any
dear.
kind of lithium battery, when it starts to expand, you just know, okay, I gotta throw this away before it sets my house on fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's still 40 seconds left until the ad break is over. Let me go and get myself a sip.
Although, it seems like I may need to get myself going looking at the time.
Oh.
Because I kind of forgot. I've booked more Heliana adventures that I'm DMing.
Why did you forget?
It's in another server, it's not in the usual spot. It's in a new server that I've been dragged over to.
Ah, okay, fair enough, I
Fair
suppose.
enough.
Mm-hmm.
Though, do you want to have a guess which hunt I'm doing?
Hunt? Like, there are multiple, one-shot hunts you can actually do in that kind of game?
Heliana's Guide has over 10 of them.
Huh. Ooh, neat. Alright, and
Yeah,
now the ad
and-
break is over, so I'm gonna drop this, and now it's time for us to get back to work.
Alright then. I shall get myself
Alright, see ya
again,
after.
then.
Take care!
See you about. I shall tell you the results. See you later. So have a good evening,
night.
everybody.
Okay, so let's see.
Peter out.
I'm bad at remembering names. You know what? That is fair. Not everyone has the perfect memory. Least you can actually do in order to help combat it is to actually help write down important details.
Mm-hmm.
Which I have a terrible tendency to not do, especially with my campaigns.
Oh, damn! Oh my gosh! Oh. Well, you know what? At least you try your best. At least you're doing your best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I just, even though sometimes I mostly wing it, but I do keep only some notes, like in case I do forget or I really need to make sure I remember for future events. At least I do that.
Don't forgore.
Yep. Especially since, though we don't have a D&D game that's this week, I know that next week, we got ourselves that one fight to worry about. Oh, right, that one fight. Okay.
Yeah, because there's not much planning to do for the next few sessions, given the circumstances of where we are, so I don't have to add that much. And I already got all the maps I wanted for this arc downloaded, so I can just place them whenever we need to.
But,
My only problem is that given my free account with Roll D20, I can only upload so much data before I need to delete some maps or tokens, and I gotta keep re-adding them over and over again so I don't go over my exceeded limit.
ouch.
Ugh.
I mean, well, Roll20 is not a bad site, but sometimes it does have its own limitations, especially when it comes to a free account.
True, but hey, I finally managed to do another tool that could be useful for a campaign, and that's God, whatever that called, the shadowy effects for hiding parts of the map. The fog of war.
What?
Yeah, there's a fog of war option on Roll D20 I could use to surround the entire map and unveil parts of it.
Oh! I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so that way I can finally start hiding parts of the map without anyone trying to metagame, because I know you guys are good not doing that, or at least thinking ahead, but at the very least I'll have everyone be a little more cautious
Equal
of what they
footing?
do. Yeah, and especially to try and prevent people from jumping ahead too fast. I'm looking at you, Jay.
Well, at least I've tried my best to, even though I'm a little bit more experienced, me and Steve are a lot more experienced compared to the rest of the party, but at least for my case, I'm trying my best to be a little bit more fair that where I could. Or then again, this is also coming from someone like me who hasn't completely utilized fully of her options that is provided provided to me.
Well, it also helps that if I like place traps somewhere on the map, I don't have to keep using the GM layer, and I can just put it on the regular fog of war layer.
Okay, so let's see. I think I'm almost done when it comes to doing the rough inks when it comes to this, but maybe it's just me, but I also really need to fix up his hair a little bit more. I know I'm used to his old hairstyle, but
Again, I do like the use of his robes.
thank you, because I remember very well that maybe it's with the way I act. There was this one charcoal art I actually did with Fergus because I want to actually draw him, and two, I want to practice the art of doing charcoal art. But I remember someone once upon a time in Alabaster's server saying that because of his sideswept hair, it's almost unrecognizable. He was almost unrecognizable. So might as well just take that what they said and try putting a spin on it. Okay. There's still some layers I still have yet to fully flesh out when it comes to this Vampire Face story. I've yet to figure out a title of the story. I've yet to figure out the name of the location and the city itself. There's some bare bones I have with this. There's that I can't wait to actually just finally get to work on doing research and make it proper. But I do have this neat little system when it comes to how orphans actually got their surname. See, I'm inspired to do this vampire story thanks to an author that I follow, Stepan Sejic, when he actually starts making a novel called Letters to the Vampire Queen. The orphans that he depicted there in that story actually have a surname called Streethold, which, when you think about it, makes a little bit more sense. I'm trying to figure out how I'm actually going to go for something like that for the orphans in my world, and and it took a while for me to figure things out. But then I remembered, but it wasn't until I actually think of the seasons that actually kind of dawned on me. An orphan has a surname that is based on the season that they were actually born with, if you will, or discovered. And their surnames are Springborn, Sunborn, Fallborn, and Snowborn. I'm sure you guys have an idea on what seasons are these surnames based on.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the next session on Thursday. I'm sorry, Melanie. There's no session this Thursday.
Yeah.
Next week's Thursday, possibly.
Yeah, because this Thursday in the U.S. it's Thanksgiving.
Yep. And with everyone busy with their own plans on Thanksgiving, the game is unfortunately put on hold for this week.
Next Thursday's up in the air because you are going back to Hawaii, right, Miki?
Yep. Where I'm gonna help out my family there in Hawaii, so I can because they are one staff short and they work on the knock shift, the midnight shift. But yes.
So yeah, basically, next session's up in the air until we can figure out a proper scheduling plan, Melanie.
Which I know it's a little bit upsetting to hear, but when I think about it a little bit more, this kind of works out when it comes to my schedule for my D&D games. Cause for those who need a reminder, again, my Hawaii is right now 4 hours backwards from Texas. Like, it's 3 o'clock right now. It's gonna be about 11 in the evening right now 11 in the afternoon. 11 in the morning. 11 in the morning right now. Yeah. All right, Ice Drake, thank you for coming. Okay, so let me see. I think that looks pretty good. Let's go and okay. Oh, I almost forgot the souls over there. Check Discord and DM Miki. I'm sorry. Of course you will, voice playing. Of course you. Okay, that's a good one. That really is a good one. Let's see. But yeah, I actually like this. But when it comes to D&D terms, some of the elements I actually had in mind for him is actually going to stick in a sense, because how I actually depict him in D&D is that he is this with the help of Savage, if you will, he is this he may pose as this priest-like figure, if you will, but in reality he is some sort of an agent. But one that he actually serves for his grandfather, that he absolutely hated, with his position, he absolutely hated. He wanted his true goal is to actually be free from the grasp so he can actually live his life the way that he wanted to. Until then, he has to actually essentially do some level of dirty work and digging around, all while he actually has this he actually has this confident catty and cunning personality. But yeah, it's kind of like how I had idea for what he was supposed to be for the Champions Challenge. It's still translated to there. Coming from a disgraced kind of family, he really knows that he is basically screwed the moment that he was born. And so he was trying his best to actually mitigate his situation where he could, but knows that he is doomed to live an unhappy life. But it wasn't until that he's given the opportunity to actually free himself from the situation that he's in, as well as the grasp from his own grandfather, does he actually try his best to actually fight for the freedom that he deserves. And this also still extends to this original story I had in mind for that Vampire Phalanx story. Where he serves the church, but he actually wishes for his own freedom to actually live the life he wanted, because he actually hated the very vampire troll that cursed him in the first place. And he can't wait for the day to actually find this vampire troll, just so he can actually kill him himself.
Alright, my lunch is finished and I'm gonna be heading on out.
Oh, okay. You take care. Thank you for coming.
No problem. I'll talk to you later.
Bye. And, let's see. Oh, dear. My nose is a little bit, iffy. I'm not going. I just wanted to let you know to have a nice day around that time. That's okay. Hope you guys do well on Thursdays and other days. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Ugh.
Are you coming down with something, Miki?
I think it's the weather. And something, and possibly the dust that is in this room, and I definitely need to actually take care of that. Ugh. Because the last time back in Hawaii, I got sick. And I actually thought to myself, I am not surprised if I did end up catching COVID again. Only to actually do the COVID kit test and realize that I am negative. Turns out I was actually sick with a common cold. I mean, I say the reason why I said that is because my family most of my family works at a care home, and that is also the same care home I used to work at before I moved here. However, there was a spike of a COVID case that happened during that time there in the care home. Everyone is forced to go through quarantine. However, the COVID case spread to not only to the residents but also to the co-workers. My sister and also my mother included. So, I actually said to myself, I'm not surprised if I did end up catching COVID, but it only turns out that I didn't. Because Mom says that those who already caught COVID are basically immune to it for the next 9 months, if you will. I caught COVID back when it was March earlier this year when I was done with my Warframe stream, but I had to end it early because I wasn't feeling so great. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm gonna have to put that religious symbol in a different layer, just so that way it'll not be in the way when I finally get to draw the rest of his body. Okay. let's see. I had a feeling that when it comes to Fergus's personality, some of it is going to be changed, some of it stays a bit of the same. He still has that cutting, coy, and he still has the same level of bravado and cunning personality that he has, but there is a sense of complexity that is underneath that surface. As some of you guys have actually heard me talked about it, he absolutely hated the situation that he was in. How he wishes to actually have the freedom to actually pursue the life that he always wanted. He actually has a deep love for acting as well as when it comes to stories and books that actually give him a sense of an escape or freedom, if you will. And hi, honey.
Oh, Stephen.
Hi.
And let's see. Yes, honey.
I just realized that I didn't hear this entire explanation, but just on what I've heard about this guy having like a love of acting and a love of books and stories and all that, you know who it reminds me of?
What?
V for Vendetta.
Yeah?
Ah, yes.
You think so?
Someone who wants to make the world better, but has a roundabout way of doing it. Not everyone's gonna agree with.
And let's see. Fergus will still have the sense of level of bravado and flair, but there is still some level of complexities that explains why he is actually the way he is. Especially with the fact that he has to serve in D&D. Well, both in D&D and in an original set. In original, the difference is it's a little. The reason is different. In D&D, he hated having to work with his grandfather as well as the family line that he actually came from, and he wishes to actually get away from that thing, only to actually sort of give up and try to make only to sort of give up on it until he actually met the right people who actually point him to the right direction. And in the original sense, he hated the vampiric curse that was on his person, and tries to actually figure out and no amount of keeping to his faith or trying to slake it would ever make that disgusting feeling actually go away. It wasn't until he actually met Anissa that, in that moment of in a desperate act in order to actually survive in a horrible situation that was thrust upon them, only learns that her blood is far different from normal humans, that actually was the key to actually solve the vampiric curse that was on him. Because I like the idea that WotC provided options on how Dhampirs are made, because normally in media, Dhampirs are just made when it comes to a human vampire ancestry. Well, that ancestry still exists in the Fae vampire storyline, but there's also another method how Dhampirs are made. And there's a reason why I actually say the word manufactured Dhampirs versus natural Dhampirs.
I get the feeling that Dhampirs are much more stable than the manufactured version, hence the curse.
Yep. Let's see. And Fergus has been cursed as a Dhampir has this vampiric curse for about several decades at that point, and he is really sick. He just hopes for the day that there is some form to actually free him from this, and the key to it was through, well, the very thing that caused all this: blood, but more specifically, Fae blood. See, in the world that I depicted, Fae blood what makes Fae blood different from human blood is a component that is called ichor. that is what is the key to actually makes Fey blood kind of special. However, the Fallen Court, which I will call them as the Lilim Sheet, they are the one. Their ichor is what causes them to actually has their ichor, the ichor in their blood is corrupted, causing anyone who actually is exposed to it to actually turn into vampires. And or in this case, if you're or in this case, if you happen to be alive and human, turns them into vampires. Consuming it. I know this is meant to be somewhere saved later down the line, but fuck it. Consuming Fey blood is the key to actually removing the vampire curse onto vampire curse. However, remember how I said that Fey because of the frenzy that the Lilim Sheet it went through after they just came back to life. This causes the actual Fae to actually go into hiding because humans during that era, the Age of Blood, which everyone went into a level of panic, would mistaken normal Fae as vampires, and as a result, kind of actually killed them, if you will, killed a good chunk of them. To a point that they actually had to go into hiding away from being killed.
Speak of a genocide.
Yeah. And it is said that the Fae are pretty much and because they've gone to hiding, most people believe the Fae are actually just, well, gone, if you will. Until Anissa Fallborn reveals the fact that she is
Hello.
actually. Oh, hey!
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hey, Jay.
Welcome back, Jay. What's good?
Hey, just got on my lunch break.
Hey.
It's actually kind of slow today. I was expecting it to be busier.
Well, I had a feeling when it comes to you will have slow days and you will have fast days. Just take it with stride when it does, okay?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So yeah, I was just explaining to chat about my story on this Fey vampire story that I've been cooking. It's also where I'm gonna put Fergus into, in an original sense.
Yeah.
Oh, this is your Fergus redesign.
Yep.
Aha, that's exciting.
Yeah, I figured that he deserves a new redesign after what he just went through, and you know what? I think it is for the better that he deserves it. I think it is for the better that he deserves this.
Yeah. So, what's the premise you're working on?
Well, I know that with this design, it's meant for something like in the leagues of normal D&D, but it also translates to an original storyline that I have in mind for ever since I kind of adopted him. That okay, I know I'm going to repeat this, so bear with me.
Hey, do what you gotta.
Let me just read my notes again. Trouble stirred in this city of, I don't know, I still need to figure out the name of this, when the growing cases of disappearances and death is slowly causing the people to fear for their lives. Anissa Fallborn, whose life has been dealt with unfair hands, had a fateful encounter with the new priest who moved into town to help with the church, Fergus Blackthorn. A dangerous encounter has forced the two to reveal who they are to each other. As a result, they must rely on another for the sake of survival of the threat that will drain the city dry of its life. Perhaps through this, blood is not the only ties that bind the two together. Now, this story is a vampire story, but I'm also adding a little bit of a twist that the vampires are actually the vampire curse is actually tied to Fae. Like these are Fae, a Fate court, once upon a time known as the Lilum Sheed, thought that it would be a good idea to actually practice onto a specific magical art because of the taboo, because of their intense curiosity of the taboo subject. What happens when one dies? This unfortunately caused a powerful curse to be born, and as a result, the said court died. But they were risen back to life as vampires, causing and in their awakening, ended up creating the Age of Blood, where they actually go into a blood frenzy and ended up killing a lot of people at their wake. Fae, humans, no one is safe from them. In fact, the Fae actually ended up having to go into hiding when they actually keep on mistaken for the vampires. Eventually, the church would finally stop to this with their Inquisition faction, and as a result, most of the Lilum Sheed has been wiped out, with some going into hiding. There was a period of peace until one day the killings started to take place into that city. So, yeah.
A name for your city.
I don't know the name for the city. This is still bare bones, as I'm still trying to collect notes for this.
I'm trying to suggest a name for it.
Oh, what do you have in mind?
Okay, hear me out. The city of Desmodo.
Desmodo? Elaborate.
See, here's the thing. Vampire bats are members of the subfamily Desmodotinae.
Huh. I didn't know that's its actual Latin name.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was thinking, hey, Desmodo. That sounds like it could be a good city name.
I'll put a pin on it. But yes, and Fergus actually belongs into a faction, which is from the Inquisition force, which I kind of, based their name that is based on the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. And Fergus's horse name code is Death.
Oh. So you mentioned that he's a priest. Are you keeping him as a cleric then?
In D&D terminology, in D&D terms, yes.
Okay. Because I know he was like a trickster cleric at first.
Trickery cleric, yes.
So is he more like a cleric of death then?
I'm on the fence because I know that when it comes to the original source material that Alabaster made, he designed his father as a death cleric.
I see.
Yeah. In Baldur's Gate 3, though, because Shark took the trickery cleric, I had to go for something a little bit off wheel by depicting Fergus as a war cleric. Mainly because I need an excuse to try out the class for the sake of giving me an idea on how to play as a war cleric in the future.
Right.
But he is not afraid to actually get his hands dirty, especially regarding to vampires, because Fergus Blackthorn in that story hated vampires for a good reason. Like in the story that I know you're not there when this happens, but I will repeat it here. Decades prior to the story, Fergus was once upon a time a human man, a talented and well-known actor, if you will. But however, one day he and his traveling troupe were under attack and killed off by a troll vampire that basically toyed with his food, especially regarding to Fergus. That
Jeez.
in his own idea, he thought it would be interesting to see how well will he survive when it comes to vampire blood. So he force-fed him his own blood into Fergus while he was still grasping for life and trying to survive. And the transformation was horrendously painful. He he endured a white-hot scorching pain through his body as his muscles expand and grow, his bones pop and align themselves to match with a growing height, as he had to actually go through, it feels like, a second death, despite the fact that he was still alive. And when the transformation is done, he is permanently changed. Because he actually ended up becoming a Dampier, if you will. But a manufactured Dampier. See, it is not...
So he's no longer a Furbolg then?
Well, I still want to depict him as... I'm gonna make a different copy where it has his, where is it? Where is the... It's still here, if you will. I'm still gonna depict him as a Furbolg, but for this original story, he was a human. Which I'm gonna be actually drawing this one right here. And, yeah. Gone was the day where he actually, was this 5'11" man, but now turned into this 7-foot giant Dampier. But, cause, here's the thing when it comes to my story lore. There are two types of Dampiers that exist in this storyline, in this story world. Natural borns and natural Dampiers and manufactured Dampiers. And one is much more easier to remove the curse than the other.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Because manufactured Dampiers would go through a change, a permanent change to that one that almost mirrors the ones of their sire. For Fergus's case, he ended up getting he ended up mirroring his sire's size, and he also gained some powerful strength that comes with it. The most common reoccurring sign when it comes to manufactured Dampiers is the color of their eyes, if you will, that matches to the ones of their sire. So in this case, Fergus' original eyes was something a lot darker in color in a sense, until they actually changed to that of blue eyes. Yeah. And as such, because of his transformation, he was founded by the church, founded by the Inquisition faction, but knows that he can never go back to the life he originally was. So in a sense, he kind of devoted himself to the church to see if he could actually find the vampire that actually cursed him, just so he can actually kill him himself, if you will.
Right.
Thoughts, questions, death threats?
Definitely a compelling story, that's for sure.
Thank you. A guy like him would actually suit so well in a setting that's Ravenloft and Curse of Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One that is not meant, but if you are considering playing Curse of Strahd or Ravenloft, don't. Unless you actually are much more knowledgeable enough in D&D.
Oh, there's a problem with that, because DM wants to do a Zelda-flavored Curse of Strahd campaign at some point.
Oh. I sure hope I can find my version of Ismark in that campaign. Anyways, so yeah. What do you think of this premise, as well as, oh yeah, another key note when it comes to, manufactured Dampiers. They had some cases, they will have a hard time trying to actually control the vampire curse that is in their bodies. Some would eventually turn into vampires themselves within time, but this takes a long time, if you will. Fergus has been a Dampier for the past several decades after he was found, and he thought that there is absolutely no way to actually he was almost there making peace with the fact that he will never be human again until he actually met Anissa, or at least until he discovered something from Anissa, because in the story that I've written, there is a way you can actually cure yourself from the said vampire curse. Cause see, that Fays in this world has this very particular element in their blood that is called ichor, that is responsible for actually giving them their own capabilities, what makes them capabilities and elements, that what makes them Fey. The Lilith Sheets vampires have their yes.
I thought it was pronounced Ichor.
Pretty sure it's Iker, yeah.
Ichor? Ichor? Okay.
Potato. Let's all get along.
All right.
But yes, however, when it comes to Lilith Sheet vampires, their ichor has been corrupted by this said curse. That whoever actually gets in contact with this blood actually would turn into vampires. Or in this case, when it comes to humans, when they're still alive, would transform them into Dampiers. But only how they would stay their humanity or would actually depend on them and how long it takes. So, there is a way you can actually cure, by drinking Fey blood, especially by drinking Fey blood, it would actually help purify the said corrupted ichor, but it would take time. But there is a problem. Remember how I said that Fey actually went into hiding during the Age of Blood?
Yeah, that seems like it would be part of the problem.
Some people believe that Fey kind of ceased to exist because they actually did went into hiding from the time that they were mistaken for the rest of the Lilith Sheet, when in reality it's not truly the case. And it was then that Fergus actually made a discovery when it comes to Anissa when he drank her blood, because they had to face through a horrible situation that would have killed them if they don't act on it. It's that he learned that Anissa's blood is that she is half Fey. And such, she has Fey blood. And Fey blood hits different compared to human blood. Like, he actually has one, he is actually emboldened. It actually empowered him into a sense. And it also tasted far sweeter than most human blood actually would. But it kind of, it's also very easy to lose yourself to that, because you might end up draining that person dry. You don't want to do that.
Naturally.
No. So, it was then that after they took care of the said problem, and Fergus got himself the boost that he needs to finish that thing off, he and Anissa would eventually meet up again. And after talking about what they just went through and also revealing who he is to him, because he has to make it clear to Anissa that he is a Dampier instead of a vampire, the two will eventually come to some sense of an agreement that he will do all that he can to actually protect Anissa where he could from the vampire threat, in exchange that she actually gives some of her blood to him, depending on how, on maybe once a month, once a week, kind of deal, yeah. That all he requires is just a pint of her blood, and that's it. And as such, the deal is actually made, and it won't be long until people realize what the hell is going. Oh, sheesh. Hey, Renia, what's good? Oh, dear. Okay. Chat, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get to the kitchen real fast to get me some anti-allergens. I'll be right back. Oh, dear. Oh dear.
Hey, Mickey.
She stepped away already, I believe.
Well, I'm gonna go crash Danica's stream for a little bit. I'll see you guys later.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Never forget your anti-allergens, ya goober. You know, yeah, that is on me. And I just need to put on this bathrobe because it's starting to become cold again. I'm okay. I am okay. I just, whinging. Okay. There we go. Okay. But, so yeah. What do you think of this story idea that I have been cooking up, you guys?
Pretty good.
Thank you. Okay, so let me go ahead and... What else needs to be actually be finished? I think it's awesome. Okay, thank you, thank you. If anyone actually has questions they would like to ask me, I am free to answer where I could. You're very imaginative and creative. Aw, thank you, thank you.
All that almost as good as a sandwich I had from Jersey Mike's now.
Hey! Okay, so let me go ahead and start putting more of the alignments here. I apologize that we didn't get to actually see do an art piece where I get to draw his armor, but there will be, I'm sure that that'll be something I will do when I get the chance, possibly offline, if you will, because I got a lot of things that also I need to do before I forget. One of them in particular is fixing up the last of my details of my Halloween costume, if you will. Okay. Okay. Those sandwiches, ya goober. Aight! Okay, so what else am I looking at here? What else needs to be done? Oh yeah, his religious symbol, right? ID. Okay. Hey Mickey, do you watch 64-Bits YouTube? They did a Dungeon Meshi remake game animation called Cooking Meshi, parody of Cooking Mama. No, I haven't. But is it pretty good? I never actually got to play a single Cooking Mama game. The line art is looking fantastic. Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I think somewhere down the line, I think I may have to do a little bit of cheating on Fergus's details, if you will, because there's something about it that's not making me a happy Mickey. Okay, so now let's see. I'm trying to figure out how am I going to make this work, cause had to be a little bit original in terms of creating the religious symbol that he actually wears on his chest. Because it's one thing to actually make the cross, but in a fictional setting like this, it would not make I don't think it would make some level of sense. The least we could do is make something that's close to it, but it's not truly its thing, because I remember when it comes to Stardew Valley, they have this thing which is called the symbol of Yoba, if you will, which is the game's which is the game's version of their own religion. But it took me a while to figure out how am I going to depict this, but then I remembered it kind of looks a little bit close to that of an arrowhead, and it kind of hit me that this deity actually has a bit of a hunter. It is based on a hunter-esque motif in it, similar to how when it comes to the vampire hunt, kind of like yeah, their rendition of religion would consist of having hunting arrows as a symbol in a sense. Okay. Also, Miki, how do you think of the anime horror RPGs like Corpse Party and Mad Father and Witch's House? I actually love those games. As someone who actually has played Corpse Party, it is my favorite game. I would actually love to play that again with Runia when both of us actually have a chance.
And they're full of jump scares.
Hi, honey! Hi, welcome home.
Hi.
Hey. I'm on the bathroom because it's cold. It's in the 60s today. How do you feel?
Good.
Oh. There you go.
Head it up. Aw. Hey, Jen, who wants to hear noises?
What? Can I help you, Sita?
Yes.
What am I gonna do with you? Okay.
Alright, just need to get out of my work clothes here and I might join y'all.
Alrighty, sweetie. It's so cold today.
Not bad.
It's decent. Well, it's still something I'm trying to get used to.
Buddy, you're gonna be fleeing this cold and then returning when it gets worse.
I know. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Bring your jacket with you to Hawaii.
Yes.
If nothing else than for the return trip.
Okay. Okay. I'm glad I found another fan of those games. My top favorites are Witch's House and E personally. I wouldn't mind actually playing those games for my channel, if you will. I think maybe that's something we could actually do when it comes to Hollow Winter month. Getting to play classic RPG horror games such as Mad Father, Witch's House, Eve, Corpse Party. And then there's the Strange Men series, if you will. You're too used to warm states. I mean, look, as someone who has been an island girl for most of her life growing up, stuff like this is still something I've yet to fully integrate a little bit more, if you will. Let's see. Wait, no? Okay, so... Wait, where is it? Okay, there we go. Alright, I don't know how I'm gonna make this thing work, but, hold on, we might need to turn this thing transparent. Okay, there we go. Not transparent, no. It's not the right word for the job. I've yet to figure out the proper name of this of the name of the church, the name of the church, if you will. But I do have an idea on who the deity is that they follow, who goes by the name of Granus, if you will, which is actually based on an actual an actual Celtic god, which actually aligned himself to close to that of Apollo, who is also the god of the sun, but it also carries a bow, just like his twin sister Artemis. Okay. So we're gonna put that there, and hold on a second. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so we're going to have to turn off this. Oh, phew, I forgot his other shoe right over here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, that looks that doesn't look okay for a minute. Okay, looking at this now, I forgot on fixing up the light art on the boots. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Oh. Okay, so almost forgot about this one. Wait, what the hell is that? What is... Okay. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay. But you know, speaking of the idea that I have in mind for this, that Fergus's code name in the Inquisition is... Horseman code is death. He's not the only one when it comes to that level of the Inquisition. He actually has other colleagues who also works in the same Inquisition force that he is from, where each of them also have their own code names that are based on the other horsemen of the apocalypse. One that goes for conquest, pestilence, famine, and war. And his is death. So, wait a minute. Oh, forgot to put that there into, there we go. And in case of those who actually, could caught on a little bit more, this is my way of actually bringing back the Renegade Rangers, but make them a little bit but instead, we make them as part of an inquisitional faction that is against the vampires and specializes in hunting them, especially those who are Fae-oriented, if you will. So, one of them is my rendition of bringing back Yosef, who turns out to be a character that I've made for the Spelljammer game. I decided to bring him back as he is, because, to be honest, he's my rendition of how I actually depicted Aesol to be as his own person in a sense. His horseman code name is Conquest, and yeah, oh, okay. Okay, so oh, almost forgot about this. Let's see. Okay, I think this will be our time to actually start thickening some areas on. There we go. Here. Okay. Let's go ahead and start. Doing this areas here. There we go. That should look pretty okay. Okay, that definitely looks pretty okay. That looks much better to look at. Some areas having to be thickened right there. Yep. All right. While we're given the timing that we are right now, how about we use this opportunity to have ourselves a 10-minute break, chat? I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. Let's go use this opportunity to stand up, stretch our legs, and whatnot. I'll see you guys in 10 minutes, okay? See you soon. All right, we are back. Thank you guys for waiting for me. And Steve is right behind me. Ah! Hey! Can I help you, Cinta? Okay, so let me go ahead and start working onto the chain for this necklace. Man, I don't think it really is considered as a necklace, but how are you guys doing today? Did you guys actually had a good break? Well, I sure did when it comes to mine, so now that we're done with that, it's time for us to actually get to... Where is that brush? There is that brush. Let's see. I am going to need a very particular chain brush. There we go. Oh, that's not in the right colors that I want them to be. Okay, so let me see. I'm not sure if this will be the right chain for the job, but I'm not sure if this is the right chain for the job. Mainly for the collar. For this, yes, that would definitely work. But for the symbol over there, not so much. Let me see what I can actually do with you. We're now in the process of trying to figure out how we're gonna actually do with the final details here. One that actually be the step away until we actually get to the coloring phase of this commission. Well, I said, wait, commission? What am I saying? This new picture that I'm doing. Yep. Okay, so now how am I going to put this symbol that's right there? Now, what could be the right material for this? I could use a rope material that could really work well for, that is if I actually have a good rope material. Hey, Juxo Dragon, welcome back, welcome back. We are currently working on this, the detailing version of this picture right here. And, I'm on the fence of trying to figure out how I'm going to make this work, because we need something to actually hold up the... Wait a minute. I think I may have something for the job. Or not. But I do know those thorny vines will come in handy when we get to the other detailings of this picture. So, we could find a rope like brush that could be the one that could do the job. Thing is, I need to figure out where did I put it though. Okay, that's lace, that's lace, that's lace, that's lace, that's lace. More lace, but wait a second, hold on. No, that does not work on him either. Okay, it's trying to figure out the right one for the job that actually is the hardest thing to do. And thanks for the care package, honey. Okay, and let me go ahead and stretch.
You're welcome, hon.
Right when I'm stretching?
Well, yes, to catch you off guard.
How dare! What am I gonna do with you?
I don't know. What are you gonna do?
Put you in the jar?
That is warranted. If I must go in the jar, then I must.
Okay, hold on, sweetie. Okay, so let me go ahead and find you where you are. Yes, there you are. Bye. And you're not. Hey, but hey, look at the bright side. Your hat is now a lid. See?
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Okay. Now, I'm on this process and trying to figure out what to actually, wait a minute. Hold on. There we go. No, that's too thick. Okay. I know there's a thing that's like, there's no such thing as too thick, but I don't know. Maybe in this case, that may not be, that may not be for this case, because we're trying to figure out how we're going to make this thing work for Fergus.
Yeah.
Because he is holding a religious symbol that is, because he's got a religious symbol that is on his neck. Which, I wonder if I should make that thing a little bit bigger.
Maybe, but it could also be used as a sense of scale. Like, that is a standard pendant for your average dude. He's just massive.
This is true. Because, it's not like he has that. Look, let me use Nessa as scale. Yeah, that is, yes, I actually used Nessa in the side as a scale to actually give me an idea for his height.
Kind of like our height dynamic.
Not really. Ness is much smaller, because Ness is 5'5" compared to his 7-foot girth. That sounded wrong out of context. He's a big boy, yes he is. He's a big, swole boy. One I am actually pleased to see how he actually develops. Wait, how is it I turn someone that is from... that is depicted as an antagonist into Alabaster story and turn him into much more of an anti-hero, like a protagonist?
I mean, I'd even go as far as to say that the original Fergus was maybe not so much a villain, but more so just a creep.
And meanwhile, on my end, I actually gave him justifications and reasons to why he is the way that he is. And he also, and yes, just like what you said, Jexa Dragon, I gave him love, a lot of love. I actually went as far to do some research in order to make sure that is what, in order to make sure it works to respect the character. And Alabaster just wouldn't do that.
No, he would not.
I mean, I remember once upon a time I made a shitpost video where I actually took a JonTron clip as regarding to the Fergus situation, where it ends up with, I can make this thing work. And I did!
Yeah, you did.
Okay. I think that looks pretty good. I mean, it would be better. Something about it still feels slightly off. If not, I could just cheat and just grab, one head that is from, I made in the past and make changes to that. I don't know.
That is for you to decide.
Okay, so let's see. You were I could fix them, and I could fix them, and you did. Yes, I did. Yes, I really did. Because the elements when it comes to the Fergus and Nessa storyline still rings a little bit true. That I really want to actually see a story where two people actually challenge each other in a sense, but they actually learn to grow and change for themselves for the better. And it's just a shame that Alabaster was so stuck with what he actually had in mind, who was so uncompromising and so unfair to his own peers, that his work kind of suffers for it. it does kind of make me kind of wonder on certain things, but nah, no. Okay, so and oh, before I actually would forget a little bit more, the VOD that is regarding to Nessa and Fergus on how I actually draw them together is now up. But it also contains a lot of things in the description of that video that I actually went as far to actually include the links of my how I was able to save up on a few important details in there. Like, I don't know, Alabaster, when he made the commission and the Q&A VOD of Champions Challenge, it's right here in case everyone wants to actually take a gander, if you will. Go into the description, make do with what those links that is provided there. It's one of the few meager things that's what's left of Alabaster, if you will. So, let's see. I think that looks pretty good. So, we're gonna go ahead and round this thing off into its own other right there, and like so. Hold on, let me also use this opportunity to clean up this area here. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. We're gonna go ahead and fix these areas here because they look a little bit messy. Okay. Alright, I think we're now done with this. Let's actually get to work on doing the colors of this, and then we'll actually get to work on see how well we do the rest. Before that, silhouette test time. Because it is important that when it comes to character design, you actually do the silhouette test in order to see how well you see the strength of that character and how well recognizable they are.
Yeah, Fergus has always had a pretty good silhouette, mostly just because of the fact that he's as wide as a freight train.
Not that Nessa is complaining. Okay, but what do you think of this silhouette?
It's a very clear silhouette.
Okay. So, now we're gonna go here, and we're gonna actually start on... Actually, where is his colors? There is his colors. Okay. This will be changed somewhere down the line when we finally get the time to actually do the other rendition where he is much more of a Dampier instead of a Fearbulk.
And he's not a man of the cloth in that one.
Nope. Well, he kind of is because I know you're not there when this happens, but in D&D, he may appear as this priest, but in reality he is much more of an agent, one that he actually serves his own grandfather, but he knows from the minute he was born and has gained some awareness, he is actually doomed to live an unhappy life, with being an infamous grandfather and having to endure horrible things upon growing up. He had no other. He tried to actually fight against his own fate, but couldn't, and as such, has given up on the notion of trying to get a better life. That was until the opportunity shows itself, where he actually is given the chance to actually do an impossible task, and as such has to but by doing this would allow him to do the one thing he craved more than anything in the world: his own freedom, and his own will to actually forge a life of his own outside of his grandfather's influence. And thus, he actually decides to do that, doing the agent's work, and yeah, that's what happened.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I can't help but think of John Wick when I hear all this.
I mean, not, well, you're not you're not entirely.
Hey, I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
You think so?
John Wick is a good story. Just as long as you don't take it verbatim, you're fine.
Of course not. I mean, he's much more of an agent. Look, for context, he's much more of an agent than a fighter. Or in this case, he does fight, but he does fight, but oh boy, it does get pretty ugly pretty fast.
If you want to avoid that, maybe he's sort of the type to fight indirectly, like essentially providing others with the intel needed to fight what they need to.
Yeah?
I mean, he's in a church after all. Why wouldn't there be a bunch of information in a church?
I mean, he's a trickery cleric in a sense. But I also made him a bit of a war cleric in Baldur's Gate, just so I have an idea of what's a war cleric like. And I also don't mind that either. I'm on the fence.
Just something to think about is all.
Yeah, this is true. And now I need to figure out the colors for this, because, okay, we're whipping this. Because Miki is stumped, and she is lost on what to go for. I have an idea on what colors would I actually go for this. And I use Hero Forge for this because yes, I use Hero Forge, but hey, sometimes when it comes to character designs, you have to look a little bit elsewhere to give you an idea on what to actually do for this. Yeah.
I mean, you say he works as an agent, but he resents doing so, right?
Well, he works as an agent, but he resents the people who he has to work with, i.e. his grandfather.
Maybe it could be a case of he works with them, yes, but he doesn't like it, so sometimes he gives them faulty intel.
I still like the idea that Savage actually threw out there once, the last stream that I actually made of Fergus and Ness, that he is a quadruple triple agent, you know? One that makes people question about his motives, but it only takes the right kind of person to know his true character once they got close to him.
Yep, that's gonna take a lot of finagling.
It does take a lot of finagling. One that, because after what he actually went through, he's very closed off. One that he doesn't want to actually, one that so far makes people very ambiguous about what he truly wants and what he truly is. That is until, you know, but let's just say that Savage is the one who actually plays as Fergus for this one, because he is a kinder DM that I've ever met. That was until he actually does met Ness that, she with her kindness and with her kindness and her patience, even her gentleness, it actually opened up a side of him that he tries his hardest to not make it present, because to be vulnerable is to be vulnerable. It kind of scares him, but Ness was patient, and as such, yeah, it he does actually she does actually got to know a little bit more of this man that she eventually comes to love. So yeah, that's. Hi, Emerald Marie. Welcome back. Somehow this brought out a memory of a character I have. A young dwarf conquest paladin named Adric Baldirk? Huh. Okay, let's see. we could make different iterations of Fergus. One where cause this is one rendition of his colored outfit that I had in mind for him, but we could also go for the one that I actually depict on how I want to depict for him for when it comes to the Vampire Phase storyline. Let's see. Plus, I actually like the thorn motifs that I actually depicted onto his outfit. Because thorns are among the religious symbols that is a part of the church that he's with. This also extends to the Vampire Phase story that I'm writing. A quick hello today, gonna grab Christmas gear. You know what? That's fair. I hope you actually had a good Christmas. I hope you actually had a good time out. Okay. Okay, so we're going to put wait a minute. Oh dear. I'm in the wrong layer. Okay. Okay, so okay, so we're going to put these on right now. Oh, hold on. I almost forgot these two. Okay, so I mean, it also is kind of a little bit name thematic too when you put some thought into the context. That for someone whose name is Blackthorn, he really tries himself to be to make sure no one comes any further. Like trying to navigate through a thorny bush or a tree. No one actually got to pay attention to its own beauty. At least, no one like Nessa did. Because, sometimes plants that contains thorns, yeah, it does make sense that it's a little bit hard to navigate and actually try to work around it, if you will, because thorns are painful. But plants that has thorns with them, they actually are very beautiful, like rose bushes, the blackthorn tree itself. Have you seen? I mean, let me actually showcase a blackthorn's blossoms, mind you. Okay, let me go over here and see. This is what a blackthorn's flower looks like when they actually bloom in spring.
Let's have a look here.
Oh, yeah. Let's see, what else am I actually missing here? I think that looks pretty good. Now I need to actually figure out the color of the inside of his, oh, wait, I know. Okay, so now it's time for me to figure out how am I going to deal with the rest. But what do you think of this flat color so far, you guys? Do you think it looks pretty good?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me think. Okay, so let's see. I also made his hair a little bit on the darker end compared to how it was a little bit on the lighter end on his original work. But do you think it actually looks better on him? What do you think?
Look at this suave punk.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so how are we gonna color the chains and the... Oh, Catman! Hi! Welcome, Raiders! Welcome to the Paper Plane Inn! I'm Mikata Neo, and we're currently drawing Fergus for my new And we're currently drawing the new look on my character Fergus. So how are you doing, Catman? Do you actually had a good stream today? Let me go ahead and actually do this. Alright, you take care now, Murmury. Thank you for coming. So we're gonna go ahead and think of what colors would do well on this one. Let me go ahead and also, it started whatever, but the last 2 hours got me to where I had to stop fully well, and it got truly salty. Oh, I am so sorry to hear that, truly. I hope you're gonna be okay. Okay. So, we're gonna turn this one into, gold. No, that's screenshot capping. That's screen capping. My bad.
Uber.
Hey, Mommy. I don't think it would make sense if it actually is, gold just like that. It's my fault thinking OHKO mode, it will, roguelite wouldn't go for the throat. Oh dear. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. I guess that doesn't look too bad. Okay. I think that's something we'll have to work through when we get the chance later down the line, because that, crucifix symbol is not, doing me a lot more favors than I thought. I think we'll have to figure out where do we put that symbol somewhere down the line. But I think this is not too bad for this rendition for this rendition of Fergus.
Yeah.
Now we need,
at the very least, at the start.
Now let's figure out where we're gonna put in the thorn patterns on his robes, if you will, because thorns are very much a very common occurrence to the design design right over here. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
What is it?
Remember I tried giving you doing a tier 2 sub way back when?
Yes.
Well, I thought to do that I had to cancel my old one, but it never worked out. But that's not how it works. So it seems like it's no longer a thing. Let's change that, shall we?
Huh? Wait. What are you doing? Dear?
Yep, that's it.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? He's leveling up?
I wish I were. I don't see an option for tier 2, so I have to go back. So I have to stick to tier 1 for now.
Aww. Oh, he's turning out great. I'm on my way home from the craziness of town. I can only imagine because in the next 2 days, it's going to be Thanksgiving. A lot of people, I'm going to bet my left boob, are basically trying to do their last minute shopping for Thanksgiving dinner. He goes from the chump and it evolves into a You're not wrong!
What that, Chad?
I still also see him that he actually just like the original, he has a British accent, but when he does become a lot more heated, he actually kind of slips into an Irish accent, because I actually see him as much more of a biracial kid, just like me, who is both British and Irish, if you will. Does that make a list?
Can't help but think of Father Anderson.
Yep. LA's Team 4 Stars version of Father Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so okay, does that look pretty okay, or is it just not looking okay? Let me actually put
on.
You think so?
Yee.
Hey!
Am I biased of your work? Yes! Does that change my opinion? No!
Alright, let's see. Oh wait, I think I know.
Passes the test, of course.
Hmm?
Passing the test. You know, that weird grayscale test of yours?
Oh right! The value test! Okay. Now, let me actually do that right now so I don't actually forget. Okay. I say he looks pretty balanced. But the boots, on the other hand, definitely do need to be changed. Something in a little bit much more of a darker color, because they do actually melded well to the pants.
Upon reflection and seeing that, yeah. I probably have a bunch of characters that failed that test.
Well, it is a character designer test, if you will. Okay, so... Okay, much better. I know now why he reminds me of the dwarf. Arctic is a conquest paladin, which are known to win the weak fall. In his eyes, strength is different, which are strong when the weak fall. In his eyes, strength is different for what people will see it as. To him, it's not a weakness to ask for help, it is a strength. The weak are those who misuse people and trust and kindness. I am looking for... but yes, I hope you do get warmed up there, Masky. I really do. Okay, so... But yeah, I think this looks pretty good. Oh wait, now I know. Now I see why I'm struggling with that necklace of his. Okay.
Does it stand out?
It doesn't. No, it does. It's just that it looks wrong. So we're gonna fix that real fast.
Okay.
Okay. I just can't wait when I actually make animatics when it comes to this depiction of Fergus. I want to use the Father Anderson clips that is from Team 4 Star, if you will, because why not? Those are pretty fun to listen at. Okay. Would it make more sense if the necklace is over the clasp?
Mayhaps.
I think it might make more sense if it's over the clasp. So okay, so there we go. So there we go. Thank you, Mickey. We'll do, my friend. So let's see. I think this looks a lot better, don't you think?
It is, if nothing else, it is definitely a start. A fresh start for this man needs.
Indeed, it really is it really is the fresh start that he desperately needs. No, gone is the day where he was depicted with. I like the necklace from what you mentioned. It has something about Stardew Valley regards of it. Well, yeah, The symbol of Yoba actually helps give me an idea, but I also like the arrowhead that comes with it. But then it hit me. It kind of is similar to that of an anchor or an arrow because of the deity that is tied to it. And thorns is also a religious symbol to the church that it actually serves from, because thorns, the crown itself, the thorn crown itself, and all that junk. That and also ties back to his name, to his new surname, Blackthorn. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and actually start doing the shading, if you will. I wouldn't mind actually seeing this rendition of Fergus being played out in the... Yes, Jexa Dragon? Also, Testida, I can't tell what's funnier, the fact that your groupies are armstronging you to get us out, or the fact that you haven't seen what I did in the statue. Oh, that I told you it's fun. I told you that's funny.
Man, I don't know what's worse. The fact that the Catholic Church is strong-arming you into helping us, or the fact that I obviously haven't seen what I did to the statue of Big J.
And that's like the cleanest of his shenanigans, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, time to save and layer check. Thank you. Okay, I think this is not the right color for this. Now, we're gonna have to go darker. We're gonna have to go a little bit darker. We're gonna need to have a pinch darker to match well with the colors of the... There we go. There we go. Might as well make something that blue stands out. And... Yes, dear?
No, just yawning.
Gosh, you made his face so strong, so handsome, and the hair. Oh, thank you. I'd say it's leagues better compared to how he was originally depicted. Sure, I still kept the big nose over there, but I'm gonna lay it out there thick. I am a woman who, of the features of a man that actually turns on the neurons on my brain, and the nose is among them. I like him because depending on how it looks, a strong nose actually makes a man look attractive.
I mean, do I fit that category?
But I also like the cleft chin too.
Well, that I definitely got.
Yes, you do. A cleft chin, a strong big nose. Yep. I also like me a man who also wears glasses.
Remind me to go to Walmart at one point to get my glasses back.
A nice... I think that's also another... thinking back on it, I think that's also one of the reasons what actually drew me to Fergus in the first place. At least it was slow, if you will. That, it wasn't until Alabaster drew out the rest of the Renegade Rangers into the ball outfit, and he depicts Fergus on how he draws him in that ball outfit. Something really did turn on the neurons on my monkey brain, okay?
Does every girl crazy about a sharp-dressed man?
Yep, and he was sharply dressed. No, and I think and I know that there's so many people who actually did like Fergus, but I'm just one of the few out there who genuinely does love Fergus. Especially when it comes to how he actually looks like in his sharply dressed outfit. I mean, okay, obviously male Mickey is fine with, obviously male Mickey is fine with being drawing. What? Imagine me. Okay, hold on. Let me read. Imagine Mickey's reaction if someone drew yaoi type of. Funny that you actually mentioned. I wouldn't mind a male version of Nessa, which is Nereus, which I did once upon a time drew that in April Fool's Day. It's been a while. Hold on a minute. I'm digging. One of these things is not like the other. What of that is porn. No, that is porn. That is also... No.
Is that not what we're looking for?
No. I did not want to get Twitch banned. I don't... Okay, I do a lot. I cook a lot of my own food. Okay,
You do.
where is it? Okay, no. Yes. I am gonna actually have to remake this one though. Because, yeah. That's how I actually depicted Ness as a man, if you will. Compared to how she originally looks like. And let me just grab this right over here. And there we go. And okay, hold on a second. Okay, can we just can you not? Okay, there we go. Male Ness is
Oh no!
He's not gonna walk well after that.
He's gonna be as broken as poor little Alve.
Uh-huh. I mean, I did actually have a line that is actually meant for Fergus, where when it comes to the allegations that he might be when it comes to allegations that he's more into men, and Fergus will actually make this retort: if that's the case, would he be walking normally?
Wait, hang on. If that's were the case, would he be walking normally?
Either way, Ness would actually still be broken by the end of it. And then there's the other version of Ness if Fergus were a woman, and I did remember once upon a time making a comparison image of it. Hold on a second. Hold on, just gotta make a dig. Okay, I'm gonna digging the hole, diggy hole. Okay. Here we go. I also made another rendition, which is this. Yep. Ah, the high
I do.
Oh, that is... I mean, I still can't... Would Ness be the top or the bottom of this pairing? I mean, she's still a bottom. No matter how much he tries, she's still a I mean, it's kind of funny, though, because when it comes to women, when pushed to the right shove, she can't take charge. But when it comes to men, she's mostly, much more the bottom. And no matter what version would it be for Fergus, be it a man or a woman, she will always be a bottom for him. No ifs, whats, or buts.
She is a pillow princess in all but name.
I mean, I still kept this one image of Femme Fergus when it comes to this version when she finally lets loose, and how can Ness not say no to that? You know? How can she not say no to that? I still remember...
You know how to make the women pretty.
I still remember once upon a time someone says, this really puts the G in Fergus. Oh, that still makes me laugh. Okay, I can see that thing being filled with Fergus being holding... Let's see. Beach blanket fur cow.
someone small to be a top, they need to have a larger-than-life personality.
Nope.
Nessa is, for all intents and purposes, not very, what's the word I'm looking for? Forceful.
No. Let's see. Fanfurgo makes people look.
Yeah. It'd be like that.
I still remember the day when you saw my sketch plans for designing Fanfurgus. You said in your own words, honey, of course she's fucking stacked.
Yeah. I did say that, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Utterly attractive.
Oh no. Oh, let's see. Till is all this time. I mean, given that he's aware that Nez is a bisexual woman, well, he does have his own ways on actually making Nez happy in a sense. One of them is that, but that's only something that that is only done in private. But even still, Ness will always still be in the on the bottom end of that.
Alter Self is a hell of a spell.
Yeah, Alter Self is a hell of a spell. Now the male version. Let's see. Good question. I think Narius might be something akin to that of a switch.
Yeah.
Yep. But you know, I may have to redesign Narius a little bit more because I want to make him to look a little bit more like his father in a sense. We'll be proud they dropped it.
Oh no, now I'm getting flashbacks to the first night.
Eh? Excuse me?
I will simply say this. 5 times!
Yeah. And then everything went blind as fuck. Everything went, and there's nothing but pure white. Pure white blind, that pure white light that is absolutely blinding.
Yeah, because you are literally a walking flashbang.
Excuse me. Anyways.
I'm not wrong, am I?
Is that an earthquake? I think the proper joke, I think the proper words of the genie would be like, I thought the earth won't start shaking until they hunt it. I can't finish that. I can't.
Hang on. Give me a moment to get to a safe spot.
Okay. No, I remember it now. In the words of Genie from...
Hang on. Is that an earthquake? Or are they suddenly... and then they suddenly drop into the middle of the dining hall?
I was referring to the line from Aladdin, you know? I thought the earth won't start shaking until the honeymoon. To be attentive. I mean, he's a cleric, and that means
And to quote Honey,
I can make this word. Get it? Yeah. This is true. Well. What have I fucking done? You know what? That is absolutely. You know what? I mean, I should try. I know I should have tried to embrace myself, to be used to it at this point, but that's kind of a little bit hard. A little bit of a tall order, isn't it? Anyways, you guys are so awesome, and you're also cute. You two are too cute together. Aw, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's see. I wouldn't mind. Maybe I should actually bring back the image of Fenfer. Why? What I do? Just that metal plate is the only thing she wears. Oh, boy, Splitty.
So this is what they hear. So this is what they hear.
No, not that. I think they're referring to the Fergus, which I still need to figure out a proper name for that iteration. I am welcome to suggestions. I am welcome to ideas. Just throw it at me, and maybe we'll find one that sticks.
Wait, Jackson, there's always the no.
I think, if anything, they had a spell or two that... look, as someone who actually plays the Dirty Deeds game, there is a way that could make that work, okay? It also doesn't help...
Those rules.
And it also doesn't help that Ness is a bit of a... I don't know if I should say this will get me demonetized or get my ass handed by Twitch. But I think,
Yeah, exactly, boys. Splatty, you gotta knock on the... If the door's made of even if the door's made of metal, you still gotta knock before you can be invited in.
I think okay, so, alright, fine, fuck it. This is an 18+ stream. Dirty dope jokes are pretty much a norm in this, and, okay, just for this once. Ness can handle it because, she's a bit of a size queen. That's all I will say. That's all I will say. That's it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna continue. Anyways, let's continue. Where are we gonna be? I can't make it fix a crash. Oh no. Oh, okay. Oh, woo! Okay.
If you could do the same for Loki, eh?
Like, depict 3 Pokemons, a Pokemon team for Loki? You know what? Why not?
I get the feeling he mostly use fire and fighting types. And there's gotta be Infernape in there, just cause Monkey Man.
Yay. Because it would not make sense if Loki has a Pokemon team and Infernape is not one of them. That's an imposter. No, Fergus has enough. Send them help. I mean, you're not wrong. Banks says that themselves that he can't escape from it. He made something that was released out on the internet and it became stuck since.
Is that what happened with the Furbolge?
Yeah, that is kind of true. It did, and I'm here whinging since. I think challenging chat was a mistake in its own sense, but then again, it does make me give me an idea that maybe large from Bad Dragon standard is too much for me.
Gee, you think?
Look, I was stupid, alright? Hindsight is 2020!
We're cringe, honey.
I know. I should embrace the cringe, but why is it harder? Why is it simpler said than done? And let's see. If it's okay, I think I will just do Loki. One is simpler. Fair enough. We have power. You underestimated us. Yeah, this is true.
Then prove your power.
You cannot undo who you are. Oh, man. Let's see. Ness and Fergus makes their own type of Oh, fuck.
If we are truly underestimating your power, chat, then prove yourselves right.
What are you doing?
I am issuing a challenge.
What are you doing?
I am trying to promote community, teamwork, and the ability to tease you.
What are you doing? What?
Prove us right, chat. Prove yourselves right, chat. Fucking do it.
What?
Fucking send it.
What? Hold on. What? I mean, I don't know.
You have said so yourself. You want to promote the chat to actually do stuff. You want to promote them interacting with not only you but with each other. Have you not?
No, I got plushy bombarded just now.
Exactly. Keep it up.
What?
You heard me.
What? Hold on. Now, see? I mean, look, it can't get any. Oh, is it gonna get? It can't get any worse. Looks like it's ready to hold a type of. No! Oh no!
Chat, do I have to lead the charge by example here?
What are you doing?
Nothing right now. I'm in the middle of a mission.
Honey, please, mercy. Let me have a hint of a bicep right there, because I am a creature of my own. Okay. Let me just. Oh, I am legitimately afeared. What am I gonna do? Just make sure his hand don't. Oh no. Why are you guys the way
I lead by example, chat! Chat!
Oh, wait, we're having a hype train? Oh, we're having a hype train right now. It's level 1, but, oh, okay.
I have energy because I didn't have a full day at work. I am using it here to support you. Fucking send it!
What are you doing?
Promoting interaction.
Oh, I mean, I am happy about that. It's just that I'm not used to this. Okay. Well, wait, I should be used to this by now. It's been but it's just that it has been a while since I saw this.
Being too long.
Maybe just hype train to make Mickey more flustered.
Exactly.
Wait, hold on. Oh dear. Oh, hold on, not like that. Oh dear.
Don't worry, Papu. We'll be gentle.
Not that kind of gentle. Oh no. I mean, it's not like if we did reach like a level 3 or 5 of this hype train, I would actually draw a piece that no, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm not gonna stop right there. There's no way I'm finishing that. I sense I made a mistake of some kind.
Be correct.
I am not going to continue. I am just going to continue with this. Thank you very much. I am going to continue with this. Yep.
You're right, Boy Spy. She was flustered. Let's make it worse.
Wait, what? You can't be serious. No, you can't. You can't. Guys? outlandish, right? Like she wasn't flustered already imagining two female characters crashing down and, I'm fine. Yep, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm perfectly okay. I am perfectly okay. I am perfectly fine. I am fine. I'm golden. That's fine. I am showing a level of restraint. Yeah, I am golden. I am fine.
Are you sure about that,
I
hon?
am certain about that.
Are you fucking sure about that?
Yes. Be concerned? What? Excuse me? Thanks for the permission. I'm starting with Loki. I will give him the Infernape. I love Infernape. Don't want to disappoint. Okay. Okay, so let me go.
Left it out.
What? Look, why are you guys looking at me like that? Why are you
Because
looking
of
at me-
this!
What? What?
What? I told you I would lead from the front!
Oh, guys. It hurts when I don't have armor on my person. Can we get to the next level? What?
Do it!
What?
Raise it higher!
Level 2 is good enough for me, thanks. Oh, hey! I asked and I'm gonna receive! I am...
Level 3 chat! You are doing well! Continue the advance!
I am okay. I am gonna cast on armor! There we go. I am now my armor on my person. I ask no money. That's what she thinks. There we go. My armor is now on. I am perfectly strong enough to handle the barrage. This is fine. I'm okay with the circumstances happening before me. Okay, hold on a second. I just realized I got the headset a little bit on the other side of the way. Okay. That's what she thinks. What?
Do me proud, boys, bloody! Continue the assault!
What? What are you... Hold on a second.
Oh, well, yes.
Oh. Honey? Okay.
Someone summoned. There's another summon.
Summon? What do you mean, summon?
Chat asked for it. Gremlin!
Huh? What?
Gremlin, where are you?
Was Gremlin summoned?
Yes. By a voice bloody.
Hold on a second. Oh! Okay, I see it now. Sorry there, fellas, but I'm going into a... Hold on a second. Sorry there, fellas, but I'm going into a tunnel.
Gremlin! Gremlin, you've been summoned. Come on out here. I mean, I know.
Hey, look. It's a thing. And, it just getting so good!
Are you okay?
What did I do?
Oh.
What did I do? I did nothing!
You didn't do nothing, but our friendly neighborhood innkeeper decided to just. Oh my! Oh,
We got it to level 3 hype training!
Yes, we did, and the innkeeper promised we'd do something when we got that high.
What he
But it
promised
is
though?
I don't know. I'll ask him when he gets back.
Huskerman was trying to 3 hot chicky when I was up being summoned.
Is it good hot chocolate?
I did get the tweak! Huskerman did get the tweak!
Who did it?
Tiki Goliath. Huskerman is going to drink. Wow!
That's a new one.
What they do?
They're pelting you with love, Gremlin.
They bitten me in the kidney.
You're fine.
Huskerman does not feel good.
Don't puke. No.
Gremlin! Stop! No!
My crab!
Why are you puking up crabs?
No! It's dead! My crabs!
Why did you puke up a whole crab, and how was it alive?
Huskerman went to eat crab!
Then cook it first, you...
Good. Just for that.
What you doing?
Come here.
What the fuck, Gremlin?
Can Huskerman have s'more?
Fuck it, fine.
Yay!
Go get your s'more. We can let the. It's right there.
Now that actually feels nice. Now it's time for me to go back so I can go to portable hall and actually get warm.
Yes.
Hold on. Oh, wait, I feel something wrong. Huskerman's gonna go use bathroom. Bye!
She can use the bathroom?
Hey guys, what did I miss?
Apparently she's using the bathroom.
Wait, why would she be using the bathroom?
She had s'mores, I guess.
She had s'mores? Wait a minute. Hold on.
What's got you in a tizzy?
Hold on. She did it again!
Again?
That's a whole giant gold nugget!
Okay.
Honey, we've been established this. She poops out a gold nugget if someone feeds her s'mores!
We need to feed her more s'mores.
No!
What? She won't complain.
Anyway, know, but still.
Hey, honey, we have a reason to exploit this. Let's do it.
Look, we kind of already did when it comes to the diamonds, though.
Yes, but the money from that is running out.
No. Okay. Good, you can use the gold nugget to commission spies. Oh no! Oh god, we are about to end with our level 3 hype trade, and there it goes.
By the way, what do you want to do because of the level 3 hype train, hun?
Well, I was gonna say that I was thinking of cooking up, well, okay, cards on the table. I was thinking of cooking up goods that is regarding to Ness and Fergus. If we reach level 3, it'll be like a Ness and Fem Fergus. If we reach level 5, it would have been Fergus and Nereus, male version of Nessa. Take that as you will. Oh, thanks for the head pat. Thank you, thank you. Okay, but still, thanks for the level 3 hype trade, you guys.
I lead from the front.
Wait a minute, where did it go?
What go?
Have you seen a small bone fragment? Have you seen a small fragment of Cole's tooth?
Oh, I think I remember seeing it. Hang on.
Fanfred, get it to level 8! Oh, wait! What?
I do remember seeing something falling. Was it on the pillow? Was it on the...
It was on the pumpkin, yeah.
I did not know it was on the pumpkin.
Oh, honey. Maybe we'll do that when we're done with this, okay?
I gotta do it now, otherwise I'll forget.
Oh, okay. Get it. I mean, but look, what I said, I think you guys having the alt when it comes to Fem Fergus and Ness is, oh, okay, yeah, like, I meant what I said. I was thinking of cooking up goods when it comes to Ness and Fergus, but if we reach level 3, I was I'm gonna make Fem Fergus and Ness goods. If we reach level 5, it would have been, I would make, goods regarding to Nereus and Fergus, aka male Ness. So yeah. Okay, so let's see. Please support the. Oh wait, it's 5 of 21 already. Shit. Oh gods. We have been through this whole... Okay, we lost track? Oh, gods, we lost track. Okay. My D&D game starts at 6. I need to punch out right now before I forget. Shit. Okay. But hey, at least we had a good hype trade before, we ended the stream. That's not too bad. Okay, so let me actually fix up his nose. And we'll call it there. Okay, so I guess it's time to make dinner. I'll try to make the quickest dinner I could possibly do.
Or we just order out, hon. You got plenty of money from the hype train.
It's not gonna come until next month, but okay. Well, let's turn it on the colors, and you know, that actually looks really good. He looks so much leagues, and let's do it before and after, okay? To sound things off. Okay. Downloads, where are you? We have ourselves the before, which was originally depicted as. And now let's do the after. I think one looks a lot more better than the other, don't you think?
Got an ad break.
Oh, no, dismiss. There we go. There we go. I think this one really does, one delivers more than the other, for sure. Okay, so this is where I sadly best get going here on my end. But I am grateful that you guys came by here today and actually watched this stream. So we're gonna go. You found it? Oh my god, is it intact?
Yes, it's intact.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay, so let's see who's on right now.
Was that there before?
It's there before.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna put this right by him.
Okay, who shall we go and raid? Who's something that we haven't done in a long while? You know what? How about we actually go to Professor Lambio, if you will?
Okay.
We haven't seen him in a long while, so why not? Okay. Innkeeper raid, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. And we're gonna go ahead. No, that's the Engie emote. No, we don't want to do that to the prof. Okay.
Okay.
There we go, and the raid message is done. Make sure you guys copy that on your way out, as we're gonna go ahead and start raiding Professor Lambio, if you will. Okay. Okay. Wait, before I forget, let me actually check if how far along is he. Okay, he's still ongoing. I hope he actually get to go there in time before he clocks out.
I mean, if you like, we could, if he's ending their stream and such, there's someone we could go for some more tavern vibes. Well, sort of tavern. Callie Cutie, she's doing Postionomics right now.
Sorry. Well, I already made the raid right there, honey.
That's okay. I'm just providing an alternative, that's all.
I know. But yeah, I truly do appreciate that you guys came by here today and actually watching me draw this out. We're not finished because a lot of things happened, but he looks so much better than how he was depicted before. So join me by tomorrow that here in the Paper Plane Inn, I'm going to be doing a collab with Shadow, the Inverted Shadow, as we're going to do a Smash and Pass Dead by Daylight special with the survivors. So I hope to actually see you guys there. May all have a good night, may all eat well and rest well, and I'll see you guys next time in the Paper Plane Inn. Take care!
Take care.